steps if pegged. Normally you'll know that by looking at this if the vector was here in the beginning. So yeah, just kind of watching that. There's no need to watch that. You can watch this.
Get everything up. You can enable the thrusters. Oh, turn on the tilt and the USBL. You can turn on the power, but just don't enable them.
Argus off deck.
Yeah. Get everything up. You can enable the thrusters. Oh, turn on the tilt and the USBL. You can turn on the power, but just don't enable it. Okay, you can turn lights on. You can turn on and enable your thrusters.
Copy that. Argus going down. So I'll come here and I'll start track link. Start that up there. And now it may be tens of meters before you start to see the vehicles, just because of the USBL's down here and you're above it. You gotta wait till you're below it.
And enable your thrusters.
We Argus camera tilt down. Unless there's a camera issue.
Get your cameras going. What's happening there?
He's turning his. He's got to tilt down.
Oh. Huh.
So we're watching the butt cams to make sure we're streamed out.
Huh.
So Bob's looking at his compass and Argus's compass to make sure you see how they're opposing there. Looking at the butts.
You want your sound velocity?
I'm good, actually. I got it already. Thank you.
Look at you.
We have one in the ship that I've been using. So we have two vehicles showing up here, so I don't need this screen anymore. Go back to ROV nav and get our dive set up. Those aren't reading as true, right? Because we're not low enough. It looks like they're both at the transducer head, which we know is not right. So if you're confused and your setup over here a bit strange, you go to map, enable auto center on the ship real quick, and then turn off that enable auto center. Now here we are back on the ship. Auto center. You can just quickly get over to wherever you need to be. I like this to be set up like this. Change it here to be.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know your reps.
I change your axis color here to gray. It's a little easier on the eyes. And then we make sure our vehicles see our master position source is set to USBL, but our vehicle marker is not. So we want to make sure that that's all set up correctly. So we can confirm that we have our vehicles tracking on high pack, that we have set our master position and marker to USBL. And we're tracking the vehicles in nav feed. Herc, again, is not there under the ship. It just misreads that in the early meters of the descent until we get low enough. Although we should be pretty low at this point. Misbehaving. Jolvan, ready? We're ready. Do a little bump there. Yeah, a little more.
Yep.
Copy that.
Utility. So I will go.
Alright, so the bridge and captain are off comms.
I'll shoot for...
There we go. That makes sense.
25.
Makes sense. See our butt cam's right there, and our compass. We all make sense.
Yep.
Good.
Well, you got to keep your delta. I'll set it 25 and then
I like
0. Delta
yeah,
0.
they're about
We're
to
going
be
up and
looking at
down
each
and
other.
going 0.
You see our compasses are
So you got to
facing
hurry up a
opposite.
bit.
And then what they're talking about right now is their delta. So you can see Argus butt cam on the left. Just has her just in the lower bit. See how the tether's pointing down. Herc butt cam has the tether going
Yeah,
up to
I
avoid
have
those Argus. So their delta right now is 15,
I
16
have
meters.
Herc cam on science chat,
Positive delta
and I'm just
is
waiting
okay,
for
just means
things
Herc's
to
lower.
settle down in
Zero
the
delta on
band.
descent is fine. Negative delta,
I'll
not
slow up
good.
some.
Negative delta would be not good. I mean, Herc would be above Argus. And in general, we want it
Okay.
descent to be 0 or slightly positive. It's a good idea to like keep an eye on
That thing's, the vertical velocity sensor is really slow.
So note that we're already at 100 meters, right? So if this was a shallow dive, it's like, okay, whoa, all hands, make sure we're all good. So what I want to check over here is I look over to Argus's sub-bottom, which is that middle tan one there, and I confirm with Paul that we have our range set to 200 meters.
Yep.
Roger. Yep. Now I know that I'm expecting.
The gain's kind of cranked, so it's like you can kind of turn it down some. Have to get dialed in
when we're
with your
200 off the deck, we'll expect Argus or the seafloor to show up in the sub-bottom. It's their thing. It's just like you want to just go over there and take a look at it. Yeah, I suppose we could put it on here. Remind me of that.
Yeah.
Over here, we see all our lights are green except for DVL. So we've got DVL communications, but we don't have Doppler lock yet, which makes sense. We're very off the seafloor. This being yellow is okay for now. It's just this disc full.
I clicked it twice.
Thing, but we're only 80%. If you ever get annoyed by this stuff up here, you just go to whichever one is offending you, ship, and you can go clear trails, and then they go away. But you can't get them back. So just keep that in mind. You rarely would want to clear your DVL trails because you like an idea of where you've been. You can turn them down, turn down the time if you want to accomplish that same goal. So over here we got our trail source set to, in Hercules, is set to dead rec. So anything I do here isn't going to affect it. So I need to switch over to USBL, and I'll just do a clear of those old trails. And now we're starting anew. I like to, again, pump this down pretty low. You can use the keyboard if you want, but we don't really need USBL hits more than that. Same with Argus, I'll bring that down. So you can see it also accomplishes the same goal of clearing those trails. Okay, something like that. If you want, you can come down here and take a look, make sure we're getting our fixes in, but you can see them up here, that's totally fine.
Oops, wait, I'm gonna drive down.
So really you just want to get prepared and get your DVL tab up and just be ready to reset. It's down here, but you don't have to, so that's right here, navg DVL tab, enable DVL reset, but I like to just be ready for it. So what Bob has done is he's started up the scanning sonars.
Dang it.
I was a little misleading when I did training for V-Link. Our shoreside participants on V-Link. I may ask, I hear a lot of typing,
Just
it's
leave yours
distracting.
alone, I'll
Please
catch
mute
up.
your mic
Just leave that alone and
until
I'll
you're ready
catch
to
up.
get into the dive yourself.
I'm monkeying
But
with
yeah, I guess
bias.
before
Vessels.
you're ready to start leading the dive, it's probably best to mute mics.
And I'll go to
Thank you again.
Hercules, change this trail length, and then it clears it, and I change it back. And I have to do the same thing. No, it's just like a trail clear situation. Yeah, there you go. So now it's cleaned up a bit. You don't really have to. Same with Nautilus, we'll clear that. It's an annoying quirk of the program is you can't clear the trail, so you have to trick it.
Okay, can we try the audio again? See if we got that repeat taken care of?
Sorry. Yeah, we'll keep listening.
Sounds like it's taken care of to me.
Yep. That's what you want. You want the bright light in the center of the screen. That's what you're shooting for.
So it's a good
So
time
I drive ahead just a little bit,
get acquainted
and
here.
that keeps the tether stretched out, and then I keep auto head off so it auto centers.
Cool, we're landing flat.
Because we don't really care which way we're pointed,
We're safe.
just as long as you're pointed away.
And you want to know where we're headed to.
Yeah, I got, 22%
So
ahead.
Oh, we're going over here.
This is Al. I can confirm the echo is gone. Thank you very much.
So you just want to see. All right, the first direction we're going. Oh, change that to meters. First direction we're going here. We got 1 kilometer to go at around 105. So just have that in your mind. That's to the general direction we want to go, unless you're otherwise like they want to go up this slope first or something. But probably I would think they're going to do this, or come over here, come up there, over there.
Yeah, man. Slow down. All right, leave it alone. I'll fix it.
They haven't freaked out. That's
So
good.
he's dialing in his velocity, so they stay about even. And then he also has a little bit of forward on that way, pushed away from Argus. Bob has started.
Well, you're going pretty slow. You gotta
Scanners.
speed up. Sorry, I thought you were still doing your 25. What?
I'm just confirming that we have Hercules on the left and Argus on the right still on our mesos.
Well, the best way to tell is, if I turn it off, it's gonna scoop it up.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn it off.
But we haven't switched them since
they're
still in Norbit.
Yeah, they
mode.
got switched because we took the Norbit off.
Oh, Norbit's off, huh?
Orbit's off, so the sonars got swapped back, So
This
they're in
is
their
an
stock
audio slate.
configuration.
Okay.
For dive number H1823.
Looks like someone had a project and they set them up.
UTC time is
sorry.
0417.
Yakking over here instead of, yeah, you're at 25?
I think.
On my
Okay.
mark.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Look at all these fish. Awesome.
That's what the squid's saying.
And we got this page right there. It's got that vertical velocity little widget up. He's typed in 1227 or 1277. That gives us a time to bottom given their current velocity of the coordinates. Just
You
there.
even have a cheat sheet there,
We
and
had
change
it
your
in
watch
here,
cheat
but it
sheet.
broke.
Right.
Looks like we're still working out a little bit of issues with the shore connection for the Watchley Jan, but she should be back soon.
Good news is everything looks
I'm
sorted
just
out
off a
here.
science chat. I'm trying to get my
Oh, okay.
my inner space back up with my
Behind you.
science chat,
Got your center and your vehicles behind you. That's that thing.
so I can.
So
It wasn't
both of
reading
them
the
are
depth.
facing outwards. That makes sense.
I can get it on one computer, but I can't get it on the other one.
Bottom is the little
We have
vehicle.
Jan,
See
and
that
who's
right
the other?
there.
Jennifer.
Jennifer,
30
hi
meters.
Jennifer. Would you do me a favor?
Hello.
Jennifer, would you move your microphone farther away from your lips, please?
I'm too loud. Okay. Is
Little
that
too-
better?
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That's good? Okay, great. Thanks for the feedback. It's hard to tell.
Hey, unless you hear it coming back at you, which we don't want.
No, exactly.
Look, these fish are awesome. Look at this.
I know. You know, you always want to
You're in
see
your
what
launch
it looks like.
configuration, and you've got your compasses facing like that, opposite as they should be, and you've got your butt cams. And you look over here, and one of those is 90 degrees off, or maybe on top. It means that we need to sort out. The head is flipped somehow. That's when you.
Bob, when you have a chance, could you power the OSU camera?
Yep.
Awesome.
Science. Internet. Sexton. She's out. It's going to take a second, but.
Okay. That worked, Bob. Thank you.
Wait, sorry. So I think that Herc's on the right?
So right now it says 330 kilohertz Herc and 675 kilohertz Argus. So someone must have labeled those. I don't know if they did some work to make sure that.
So there's two different NA files.
Yeah.
So but they should have done it during the, what does it say? I can't read that because it's so far away.
Which one?
Does it say what the NA file is?
No, I don't see that. No. We'll find out at the bottom.
Yeah.
We'll know real quick which one's which.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorting this out here.
So Jan, are you on audio?
I'll hand it.
Yeah, I'm on audio.
I think.
Do you want to give an introduction to the dive, or?
Yeah, I think I'm back into science chat now.
Yes, I see
Oh
you
shoot,
in.
I'm still not getting. I'm still not getting the depth on the right side of my science chat screen. That's too bad. Okay.
There is a way to open the data separately. You could see what mine, and that's what I've done, and I can see the depth.
Yeah, I've got that on
We're
another
at
screen, but it's nice and
365
large.
meters.
Yeah, I've got 365 meters, and then I've got water saturation, oxygen saturation, water temp, pressure. I've got all of those on a different screen without science chat. I'm just getting all my screens set up here. Sorry, folks. All right. I don't see anybody that has written in as far as what type of fish these are. Are they myctophids or something?
I think I've
Lots of
seen some
squid in water,
myctophids
too.
in there.
Yeah.
There's that great layer that goes up and down in the water column every day in response to the light. Looks like we're getting down below the bottom here. Fewer fish,
very
still
pleased to
some
see
squid.
how much krill was still near the surface. That's nice. This is good fin well food.
That's right. Maybe we're in an area of high productivity and we're going to see a lot of life on the seafloor below this. As all that food rains down from the surface.
Jen, you're cutting in and out. I don't know if that's on my end or yours. It's like there's a loose wire or something.
Okay.
Here on Nautilus, we don't hear the cutout.
Okay.
It must be on my end then.
Thank you. We'll get this all figured out.
Just so you both
Hopefully
know,
before we get to the bottom.
just so you know, you both sound fantastic.
Oh,
Great.
thank you. Yeah, we have Jen and Jan, so it's going to be a little hard to.
I can go for the full Jennifer. I can go with the full Jennifer if that makes things easier. So maybe we should do that.
Okay.
No Jenny, please.
Okay.
Everybody write that
No
down.
Janette, please.
Well,
Jennifer and Jan.
I'm a Jennifer that was born in the year when Jennifer was the most popular name in the United States. And so you had to decide what kind of a Jennifer you were. Were you a Jen, a Jenny, or a Jennifer?
You could run down to the shop computer. You go ROV shop.
Yeah. How many
files,
people in the sanctuary program do we have
cheaters.
that are Jennies?
They're in there.
Several. I know several.
Yeah.
Go zip down there and do it. As long as
So
you
I
don't
do
take
like
too
There's
I
long.
another
do like
Jennifer
the
Brown
Jen.
and Noah.
Well, I think I've almost got this figured out. I don't have. Hey, Steve, do you know if we're going to have HiPAC up and available?
Yeah, it should be on stream 3.
Stream 3. Okay, I'm going to get this on my other computer. Give me a couple of minutes here to get it up on my other computer.
And that's where I think the feedback was coming from when I opened a new feed.
I think it was coming
Make
from
sure
me
everything was
because
muted.
I also had a nautiluslive.org page up from earlier today. And when I closed that, I think that solved the problem.
Those fish cleared out pretty quickly.
Yeah, about 450 or so we were below them. So they've moved up in the water column because there's no sunlight right now, so they can move up towards the energy that was generated by the sun earlier in the day, where there's hiding down lower in the dark during the daytime. So maybe, depending on, and I guess we'll be recovering the vehicles at night as well, so we might not see that difference. But if we were recovering during the daytime, we'd probably find that layer deeper when there was sunny out. You can see a few shrimp. Not shrimp, squid. And our bottom depth here is 1,000 meters?
It's about 1,200, I think.
1,200, okay.
You got about 27 minutes to go.
I have
All
the
right.
OSU cameras working back here, so I'm seeing images from it, and I have it all dialed in.
Okay, so how do we go about using that, Nicole?
Once we get to the seafloor, or when we're close, I'll just start the sequence of taking photos, and it's set to take them regularly. And so really just set it and forget it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah, that'd be great. Do you know what the interval is?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it'd be nice if when we're on transect,
Score?
if we could take either screen grabs
Okay.
or photos about every 30 seconds. It's a lot of photos. I don't know if it has that capacity. How about if we take this time to introduce everybody?
Sounds good.
Front row. How about front row?
I hope we have a front row.
Do we have
We're
a
in
front
trouble
row?
if we don't.
It looked like we had a front row. I don't know. My front row is my cat at the moment.
They're here. They just might be a little shy.
Oh, okay. Well, if they're busy
Yeah,
getting
we
everything
can
settled,
start.
it took me quite some time, at least 45 minutes to get to this point where I'm like, okay, I like all my screens. So welcome everyone. If you're listening local or around the world, it's about 9:30 p.m. California time. And we're diving in Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. We're going to go to the middle portion of Pioneer Canyon and somewhere around the depth of about 1,200 meters. And my name is Jan Roletto, and I'm the research coordinator at Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary. And you might wonder, why is somebody at Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary working in another sanctuary? Where our office actually administers that northern portion of Monterey Sanctuary that is off of the San Mateo County coast, San Francisco County, as well as Marin County coast. And Greater Farallones Sanctuary also, but is offshore of those same counties. So our office is in San Francisco, California, and we have a staff of NOAA employees and contractors of about 25 people that help us run all of our resource protection, management, science, and education and outreach programs. And I'll be the lead for this dive, and my cohort, Jennifer Brown, take it away. She'll be leading the dives once we get to the deeper portions of this cruise in Davidson Seamount.
That's
Go for it,
right.
Jen.
Jan and I are, yeah, we're going to be a team here for the duration of this cruise through Monterey and Gulf of the Farallones National Marine Sanctuaries. As Jan said, my name's Jennifer Brown, and I have been working with the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary for over 15 years now. And I've been lucky enough to head out on the Nautilus to explore parts of the sanctuary. This is my third year with exploring Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary on the Nautilus. And I also got to get a very short stint the year prior to that in 2017 in Channel Islands National Marine Sanctuary. So it's always a highlight of my year to get to do this amazing exploration. And I'm just really excited to see what we can find this year. Should we move on to Steve?
Yeah, sure. I'll jump in. So I'm Steve Oskovich. I'm the science manager and lead data logger on the 8 to 12 watch. So I'll be helping on the shore side, making sure our data and events get logged properly, and as well as keeping track of our sampling intake. In the front row, do you want to do a round of introductions, starting with maybe video?
Yes. Good evening. Gotta fix my mic. Good evening, everybody. This is Al Santos, lead video engineer, sitting in the video seat. And now, Paul, it's your turn. You have to put that microphone really close to your lips, Mike.
He's
Paul.
not on.
Not even on.
Now he's on.
Hi, my name is Paul Glick. I'm a PhD student at UC San Diego and the Argus pilot.
And I've already given you a D-. Get that mic a little closer there. Thank you. They're low gain mics, that's why, so the finger width away.
Got it.
And I'm Bob Waters. I'm the Herc pilot for the 8 to 12 launch.
And I'm Samantha Wishnak, navigator for H12. Excited to be here. First watch as a navigator.
All
Well,
right.
that's exciting.
Everything's going to be fine. I'm normally the communications manager, so learning as we go.
This was planned. She didn't just jump in the chair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm good at the communications side.
Plus, communications are key to being a good nav, so.
There we go.
There you go.
And navigating time and space.
So Samantha, I have to ask, every year you have the
What's
greatest
up with it?
earrings.
It's ugly. I don't know.
And
I don't know why it's ugly. I don't know.
I don't know if you could hear me, Sam, but I was asking what earrings you have on today, because every cruise you have
Yeah,
a
you
whole
did it.
series of great ocean
You
earrings.
shouldn't have to do anything. They're all dialed in, so you can just
I
go
think
down
Sam
the list.
is a bit focused right now,
Hopefully.
but I
Okay.
can confirm that right now. She's
Yeah,
actually
just
not
1,
wearing
2,
earrings.
3. It should be right.
And Jen, I could set the capture interval for the OSU cam to 30 seconds. And so I figure we'll just run with that for this dive and see how it goes.
Sorry. Now you're gonna make me
Okay.
switch?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I gotta drive too. And then you're gonna bug me to be on SPL. Oh, you're talking to him. The sexton is on. Science. Sexton's on. Yeah, you're monkeying with it. She's got it. Sorry. Jess is showing Paul how to do it.
Oh, I have it set to start capturing in 20 minutes when we reach the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Test, test, test.
Sorry, I had it freeze on me already. I thought there was a poltergeist.
There is.
Jess.
Test, test, test. Jen's back on.
Sounds good.
Hi, Jan.
Great. Okay. How's the crackling? Is it gone now?
Now it is gone.
No, I'm still hearing that there's some audio issues.
Jennifer's getting some audio issues?
With the shoreside folks. Microphones. Is this better?
We'd have to keep going. As you speak more, we'll be able to tell. It sounded great
Okay.
before, and then there was a mic issue. It was very minor, but it was there. So over time, we can tell if it's really there. Yeah, but you're very soft.
They're all 3 psi
It sounds
per
like
division.
your mic is very far from your
That
lips.
helps.
Oh, I can hear a lot
I
of
can hear
typing going on
someone's
there.
keyboard. I think it's a short side
Yeah.
connection.
Yes.
Okay, so Jen just said nobody's hearing her, so she's going off V-Link. I could hear background noise from her.
Yes, very loud typing.
How's my volume right now?
Perfect. Your volume is good.
Okay,
It
great.
sounds like your microphone is very solid and clean.
Okay, I got a different headset.
Okay.
Okay, and this is Jennifer checking. I lost audio there for a minute, and I logged out and came back. Is better?
We see. I'm not sure. You sound good, but there's a little bit of crackle in your audio. But that's. I mean, we're splitting hairs at that point.
Well, I tested this headset multiple times today. So, of course, now
Yeah.
there's something showing up.
I thought my first headset was working well too, but it wasn't.
Don't you have to be on the 4 to 8?
I got to say, I've been on all the shifts now.
And they're all good, aren't they?
They're all good. They're all good. When Bob is on the ship and you're working the 12 to 4 shift, he brings you cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He used to bring us sputtered popcorn. We don't let him do that anymore.
Oh.
Because we made a mess of everything.
Oh, is that what this is? Yeah.
I don't know.
We've got Bob back on SPL. Bob, do I need to?
Maybe.
You on SPL? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, look at all this stuff.
So, Sam, can we get on HiPAC the background with probably backscatter will be the best.
Sure can.
Thank you. And the waypoints up.
Yep, waypoints
Right.
are up. I'll just zoom out a little bit.
Oh,
Actually, I'll show you them on
Okay.
HiPAC plan for a second.
turn them on.
You sound very soft, Sam. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
she's very soft.
Oh, this one's for Sam. We're not going to yell at you this time, Bob.
Oh.
You're doing well.
Sam, you're being yelled at.
Thanks, Sammy.
Got it, thanks.
And we do have HiPAC up on channel 3 on the quad. For those viewing at home.
So HiPAC is going to be one of the ways where we're going to find our way between each of the waypoints. HiPAC comes in different varieties of backgrounds. We have depth, we have slope, we have backscatter, we have predicted substrate, and between switching between the different backgrounds, we'll be able to find and hunt out really the harder to find, the rarer substrates that are steeply sloped and that bring back a really hard signal. And those, hopefully, not always, but often those types of substrates will have really large, beautiful coral colonies and sponges growing on them.
Cool.
This particular dive, we selected kind of a north-facing,
So either close fast or close slow.
sort of a north-facing kind of transit for the next 20 or so hours.
And then to turn it off or disable. Go offline. Cool. Got it. Thanks, Jess.
See you, Jess.
We're not going to touch them. Just saying.
Thanks, Sam. Not really seeing the waypoints
Sticky
on
fingers.
Okay, we've got 1B.
You know, Dan and Jake are together on the same watch, so that's a perfect team for sticky fingers.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
unfortunately,
it's a little
backscatter.
small on my screen.
Yeah, we're not able to change the color of the waypoints using backscatter, so they're a little hard to see here on the black and white.
Okay, well, now that you pointed out, I can see it.
Yeah, I can select it.
Do you want to try slope? Oh, there you go.
12 something. Well, here, we look at utility bottomed at 1277. So we'll start to see it'll have a wrap first, right? It'll get a real faint line, and then it'll wrap around, and then yeah. So yeah, it'll start coming in.
So Sam, those the lines are those depth contours?
Generally, you leave that up, especially we're going to be working on a wall.
Yes,
so
they're 10 meter
you want to know
contours.
how high you are off
Right,
of that.
okay.
Because if you go by the altimeter, then it bounces around because it picks up the wall over there, and so this is better because it gives you more of a sort of a average flow and a timeline of, you know, because Argus is, I mean, we're pretty smooth right now, so it's not going to bounce around a lot, but you can see, you know, kind of the average of the bottom. So, yeah. And then you want to be watching the sonar big time because we're going to be up on the wall, and if you know, if you see we're starting to go in, then let Sam, you know, me and Sam and everybody, yeah, we're all going to try and avoid being up against the wall with Argus. Well, we're going to switch them around, but man, that's so far away I can't read those, you know?
Yeah, 10 meters per division.
20 and, yeah, 10 and 20. So you can bring it up here if you want.
How do I do that?
Or over there. Actually, put it over there.
Oh, and then this one? Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, and now I can play around too with the...
You don't have control of that monitor, so you'd have to use this mouse. Or you'd have to bring it up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
As a team, we can change.
And this, it's just any blip is that far away, is some object in that plane that far away?
Yeah.
Sam, do we have on HiPAC altitude?
No, we don't, Jen.
Okay.
Like, that's Herc, potentially? Or...
Hey, Bob, we got a negative delta. Yeah, just letting you know. Information.
10 minutes to bottom. Thank you, Steve. Sam and Jen, we're going to want to go towards at first, approaching the steeply sloped, yeah, that area. But right above it is a really bright spot. Just a little up. There you go, that one. Let's head in that direction. Do you know how far that is from the ship? Just kind of approximate.
That's about 215 meters.
Okay, okay. We can probably, well, we'll take a look and see what's in between there and the ROV. And once we get to the bottom, and maybe we'll do maybe basically a soft flat transect heading towards that bright spot, and then we can go towards the steeply sloped area.
There.
After that, yeah, kind of in that direction. Yeah.
Copy that.
All
And
right, sounds good.
Are you thinking moving here through some of the wider area?
Yeah,
down
exactly.
Okay.
And then on over to 1B.
And then on over.
And, you know, if we, yeah, we can either zigzag. It depends what Bob wants to do as far as just visuals and the slope and trying to keep going uphill.
Copy that.
Okay, thanks. Awesome.
So you can see we're starting to get a faint return in Argus's sub-bottom. So if you start to see that, yeah, there you go. And that matches with our Bathy. So we'll watch that as it comes up.
Okay, now my feed from Hercules is stopping every now and then. Yeah, it's stopping about every second and pausing and then moving forward again.
The video feed.
The video feed, yes.
That sounds like a
But that's
bandwidth
not
issue.
happening on the quad. It's not happening on the
It's not
quad.
happening
It's
on,
happening
so
for
it
me
must be in my
too.
house.
No, it's happening for me on channel 1, but it's not doing that on the quad.
It could be our uplink or the satellite itself too.
Yeah, I bet you that's a satellite issue.
Satellite's good? Oh,
So
wait.
Jan, the quad is not glitching at all if you have that, if you can get that up as a backup.
Okay.
Another shoreside person is also seeing the stuttering video on channel 1.
Okay, yeah, that's her.
Is it still continuing, the video
Yeah.
problem?
Yes.
Okay, we've got somebody
It's
looking.
going.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for telling us.
Everything's looking real smooth on the quad as far as Argus and Herc.
Yeah. And it just seems to be the Herc feed, the Argus feed seems to be fine.
So Argus is fine. It's just Herc in full screen.
Correct.
And full screen, yeah. Double check that.
That sounds
Yeah.
like...
We have a couple others. Yeah. A couple other shoreside folks are all seeing it, so.
Okay.
Oh, our shipboard wizard has gone down to take a look at our bandwidth.
Perfect.
Chad says try refreshing your feed.
Okay.
If everyone's seeing it, I think it's over here.
I have some big Harry Potter fans in the house, so they'll be happy to know I'm working with a wizard.
It's a new
Do you
position
know what
on board
house the
during
wizard is
telepresence.
in? Wait, what?
What'd you say, Nick? Oh, it was you, Sam? It's a new position on board?
Yeah, I was going to say new position. We have less staffing on board, so we needed a wizard to help with telepresence.
But the question I'm going to get is, which house does this wizard belong to? Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw? This is what we need to know.
Really nice guy.
Inquiring
I say
minds.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. It'll
No
be flat.
Slytherin?
No, no, Nautilus.
And you can see he's changed the range there. It's at 0 to 100.
All right. Jan, my Herc feed now looks nice. How about you?
Yeah. Yeah,
You have
me
some
too.
data.
All right. All right, problem solved.
We're lucky to have a wizard.
We sure are.
So you see how that Doppler now says 3 beams? It was red and said 0. That'll flicker to 4 beams, and then once it's pretty solidly 4, you can give them a quick DVL reset, let them know you're doing that, and then that gives them easier capability to drive down under Argus into the seafloor. And then once you're there, he'll hold position and do the arm test, the white balance, and then during that time, you'll collect USBL fixes and do a final DVL reset. That's fine. I always talk on it. Sounds good.
All right, we must be getting close.
Yeah, we're
50 meters off
it's about
bottom.
50. Yeah, 50.
Okay. Getting close.
So when you do get that Doppler 4 beams, which you do,
Yeah.
that altitude is now accurate.
Okay.
So he's 40 meters off the top.
So should I do these?
No, you want to wait till you see it
Okay.
visual.
Yeah.
But you can do that quick DVL reset. So let Bob know you're doing it and do a DVL reset to USBL. But you want to first change your master position source. That is set to Argus. Set to Herc. There you go.
Bob, okay for a DVL reset?
Change your vehicle marker as well. And then you're going to do wait for it to show up. Because right now it's a weird spot. See what I mean? It's got a bad fix somewhere. So if you did it to that, it would be non-ideal. Oh wait, just do it. Yeah, because we switched the vehicle marker to dead rec. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. So now he's quick. You can start to see the green line that he's drawing. And I would turn down your USBL Hercules. Yep, trail source. Change that down to like
heading?
2 minutes or something. There you go. Much easier to see.
Clear trails? Okay, so that one's done.
Yep. That's
Perfect.
so now you see Argus is sub bottom. You want to always be glancing around that during the dive too. So you don't want that to get lower, much lower than 15. So see he's backing up. His delta is 20, so he's well below Argus. He's backing up under it. You'll start to see in fisheye cam, which is left of Argus's butt, you will start to see the lights of Hercules. This is why this is a lot easier on flat bottom.
Roger.
How do you pronounce that jelly? Poralia? Poralia?
Borrelia, yeah.
Okay.
The large red ones.
Yeah. We used to call those scrubbing bubbles jellies,
So now that you have bottom MV, you can go ahead and log on bottom there.
which is not easy to say. Bottom. I always love it when guys correct and gives us a nice flat, soft landing spot. Good job, Guy.
All right.
That's a nice bioturbation.
So why don't you zoom in here now that we're doing ops over there for now. Eventually we'll get over to checking out the big scene again. But there you go. I probably at this point would just do a quick clear trails, just get used to that. So vessels, Hercules, unit apply, or just go to this one. I'm gonna change that digit to something. Yeah. No, you gotta change it, apply. I know it's the worst. There you go. One more time. That's it. Apply, okay. So that gray is your USBL, the red is now your DB.